Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to the NFL Sunday Morning Show. I'm here with my guys Nikki Steeds and James from Felix by the Lake Podcast. How you guys doing, man?
Doing great this morning. How about you?
I'm doing good. Just finished my pancake, so now I'm drinking my tea. So,
Oh, it's been a while since I've had them.
what, a pancake?
Yeah.
Oh, really? I love pancakes, dude. I eat them like a couple times a week.
I mean, I like them, but I like to keep it to a minimum because over time, too many isn't that great for your teeth. No offense, but
I never had a cavity, so pancakes are fine by me.
I'll brush my teeth extra to have extra pancakes. I'm good with it.
Yeah, man. Yep, me too. Me too. So Big C will be here in a little bit. He just DM'd me. Bo, I haven't heard anything. So typical. Yeah, man. Hey, look at
Morning,
here.
Coach
What is
Ed.
up, Coach? How's it going, man? How's it going? How you feeling? First off, I gotta ask you that. But we're gonna do something different with today's show. I found this on Twitter a couple days ago. It's a
Alright.
$15 budget. And you guys know how that goes, right?
Yes.
It's you
Yep.
build your dream lineup. So I don't have to explain it. So let me just turn off the ticker here so you guys can see the bottom row. All right. Let me turn off the chat as well on the screen. So yeah, this is how we're gonna start off today's show. So if you guys have a $15 lineup, the chat too, have at it. I always love doing these. I do these in my spare time all the time.
Oh, this is fun, man. There's a couple real value ones on this.
I know. I
coming
just found it on Twitter.
I'm coming up with a good plan here as I
Thinking of
mentally work my
myself.
way through it here.
There's Big C. I'll let him get situated, and whenever he's ready, he can pop on in. So, I need a better look at this. There we go. I have a better look here. All right. So, I did this a couple days ago with my friend Austin on MK in the morning. So, now I'm going to do it again here. I'm going to try to change the lineup a little bit here. Oh, look. Oh, wow. No Marino. I just realized that.
The greatest QB to never win a Super Bowl.
Oh, God. God. All right. Big C's ready. Big C's ready. How you doing, man?
What's up, fellas? Sorry I'm late.
No, you're good, man. We're just starting a $15 budget. So have at it, man. Pick your lineup with the $15. So we're going to start out some different here. And look, I just realized Aaron Rodgers is at $1.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. And if you want to get one of them out of the way, I came up with one here. I'm under $15 on this. And I'm very, very happy with my lineup. So I'm starting off with Rodgers. I can't believe he's only $1. That's extreme value to me, and I'm jumping all over that. In the running back slot, I'm taking Barry Sanders. I'm very biased there. I feel like Barry Sanders is the greatest running back ever to play the game.
True.
Yeah, I'm totally cool with spending an entire $5 locket on that one there. Calvin Johnson for $4 also I almost feel like is a steal. I'm not going to argue with Jerry Rice and Randy Moss being at $5, but I'm jumping on Calvin Johnson at a $4 one there. I'm going to come down one notch to Antonio Brown for a $3 value. I feel like is pretty incredible. And then Tony Gonzalez for $1. I don't know how I can go wrong.
The greatest tight end ever.
I would rather have Tony Gonzalez than Travis Kelce. So
definitely top 3.
I'm only using $14 in mine because I like Gonzalez better than Kelce.
Yeah. You know what we could actually do? You could just take the $3 row and just like that's your $15 right there. You could just do Montana, Henry, Hill, Brown, and Sharp.
Heck of a team.
That's mine. I'm done. That's 15. I'm going straight across.
It's like the perfect West Coast offense, but with the biggest bruiser of all time, running back.
Yeah. Yep. Nikki, Big C, what about you guys? James, I really like yours. That was very creative there. I really like yours.
Any restrictions beside not going over 15?
Nope. That's it.
All right. So
Go for
See,
it.
I'll go quarterback. I'll go Joe Montana at 3.
Okay.
We got to pick
Wait,
one
then-
from every
QB.
category, right? You can't pick multiple. You can't pick 3 receivers, right?
One from each category, right? You can do multiple. Sure it. Do whatever you want.
Oh, and actually,
no
this
rules.
worked out great because I get Larry Fitzgerald, a generational receiver, only $1. So I got a quarterback, wide receiver, $4. You're set. And then tight end goes Shannon Sharp. So that's right there, only $7.
Damn.
I'm like, hallelujah.
Just keep going. Yeah,
I would
just
go
keep
Barry
going.
Sanders easily. So let me see. That's 7 plus 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So
Got
then
3
I'll
bucks
go
left.
LaDainian Tomlinson. No, wait, I already got it. No, Justin Jefferson is the other receiver. Sorry. Because that's 2 receivers, Fitzgerald, Jefferson, LT, Shannon Sharp, and Joe Montana.
Joe Montana.
That's
I had
your,
it
that's your
great.
greatest lineup of all time. Out of that,
Out of mine? Oh, I stopped sharing it.
I'm just saying that's your greatest lineup that you can make out of that.
For me or him?
But
I
you
mean,
also got to
for
be
Miggy,
careful
I
not to
mean,
go over
that-
$15 too. So
I mean, it's very easily you can make a lineup not going over $15, and I feel like Larry Fitzgerald's a great receiver. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, compared to Randy Moss or Jerry Rice, or I just don't know if he's that same kind of athlete, same kind of weapon.
but also you got to factor in too team
obviously-
chemistry and too a
I
guy like
mean-
Antonio Brown, as great as he was, team chemistry wise, and even Randy Moss and T.O., as great as they weren't the best teammates in the world either.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Congrats to
it's
Big
also
C
a
on hitting
phenomenal
1K.
receiver.
Congrats, man.
Yeah, that's one.
And
Yeah,
had that
thank you.
loyalty
Thank you.
factor too.
Yeah, I mean, I
Alright.
don't think there'd be a problem with any of these teams because they're going to score 600 points a year. I mean,
Yep.
I would
Big
personally-
C, who
I take Aaron Rodgers for $1. I mean, you can't beat that. The second best running back on this list is LaDainian Tomlinson for $2, but you can't pass up Barry Sanders. I'm taking Tyreek Hill just because he's just the most explosive athlete that he's just crazy. I mean, the things he can do with the ball in his hands. And then, of course, Randy Moss, completely different, size than Tyreek Hill, but does a lot of the same things. And, you throw the ball deep to Randy Moss, and Aaron Rodgers just happens to be the best deep ball throwing quarterback of all time. And then, Tony Gonzalez. So, I spent all 15, I believe, but that's a tough lineup to beat.
Yeah, any lineup is basically dangerous on this one. So it's just like, take whoever you can get, right? Take whoever you can get. All right. So there's that. I thought we would start off a little bit different today. So let's just get right into the NFL news. And Dexter Lawrence wants out of New York. And I'm like, yeah, I kind of saw that coming a mile away. So I'm going to start with James on this one, man.
I'm gonna be honest, that one kind of surprises me just when things look like they're looking up in New York. It doesn't seem like now would be the time to get out unless he thinks the rebuild's just going to take too long and he wants to go to a competitor right now. If he thinks his window of elite play is closing and by the time they get a team together, it'll be too late for him. Maybe that's the case. But I don't know. With Harbaugh coming to town, it doesn't seem like the right time to leave.
True. For me, it's kind of like how do I explain it for me? You know what, Big C, you can go, and then I'll come back around.
Maybe it's a contract negotiation ploy, like Coach Sports says, maybe, John Harbaugh is just a different type of coach, and, him and Lawrence just don't mesh, this rebuild thing and it taking, maybe he wants to be on a contender this year, blah, blah, blah. Rebuilds don't take as long as they used to. When they talk about, a lot of people talking about Dolphins and Devon Achane and whether they should keep him or let him go because, how old's he going to be by the time we're ready to compete? Well, he's 24. I would say 25. I mean, teams rebuild within a year now. You give a new regime two full draft classes and $150 million in free agency money. I think you should be able to compete within a year. You know, the Dolphins, their situation, you feel like you have your quarterback of the future, Malik Willis. At least you made us believe as fans that you do. And I feel like with 2 complete drafts and $150 million in free agency money next year, I have full faith that you should be able to compete next year, at least for a playoff berth. You know what I mean? So the whole rebuild thing takes 3, 4, 5 years. It's not the truth anymore. These players are ready to play. They're more pro ready than they've ever been. You know, they should be able to, most people should be able to step in and play high quality football immediately. They don't take sitting on the bench behind someone for 2-3 years. I mean, so for that reason, I don't know, but it could be a number of different things. Money, just not getting along with John Harbaugh, not liking what his vision is for the team. Who knows?
Yeah. So his contract right now, I'm looking at it, is currently contract through 2027 with no guaranteed money. 4
Well, that's what
years,
it is right there.
Yep.
4 years, $90 million extension signed in 2023.
That's exactly that. You answer your own question. There's no guaranteed money. That's why we're hearing this.
Yep, which is normal, right? You usually guarantee like the first couple of years of a contract, and then the last couple of years it gives you a way out just in case the guy isn't as good anymore. But yeah, this is probably, like Big C said, probably more of a negotiating tactic. I got to agree with you there. I mean, how many times did we hear Myles Garrett say he wanted out of Cleveland just to get a new contract?
Yeah. And then Nikki, what about you? How do you feel about this?
Yeah, I would have to like to know a little bit more about what's going on, because it's possible this could be, as Coach said, contract disputes. This could also be a win now situation, and we don't necessarily know Dexter Lawrence's mindset now, so there could be multiple reasons for it. I mean, it could also be because
it's 100% the contract. It's 100%. He's not going out there and playing with no guaranteed money.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
it's
maybe,
gotta be.
Without question.
Maybe he wants to go somewhere else. And Harbaugh, new coach having a different vision, they might not be on the same page. So he probably wants that trade somewhere where he knows he's going to get that guaranteed money. But it's a shame for the Giants.
It's at the same time, why would you want to go somewhere else after you're getting a proven head coach to come in and hopefully put you guys going in the right direction? You know, you'd think he'd be excited to be if he was ever going to be excited to be a Giant, it'd be now. You know what I mean? John Harbaugh is coming to town, a very successful coach, a Super Bowl winning coach. So this is 100% contract related, 100%.
Yeah. And then I'm looking at his stats right now. So within his past season, 17 games, he only had half a sack, 14 solo tackles. That was him this past year. So it's just like, I don't know. There's got to be something, but it's definitely the contract. I'm with you on that one. After just reading that, it's like, oh, wow, no guaranteed money there? Damn.
The question is, where is he going to end up going and who's going to pay for him?
The New York Giants are going to pay him.
The Giants. I think he's going to say, yeah. I think you're going to say. There's like no reason for him not to.
I mean, he's one of the best defensive linemen in the NFL. I'm sure John Harbaugh choosing the New York Giants had something to do with Dexter Lawrence, plug in the middle. You're not going to create a hole where there's one that's not needed. You're going to pay the man. You're going to give him some more guaranteed money, make him happy, and,
And you ask yourself, where do you see him going outside the Giants realistically? Blank.
Nowhere.
So, because I just don't see anywhere else.
Yep.
I don't know. Basically. I think he's a talented enough dude that if other teams wanted to, they'll get creative with their cap to make room for him. There's plenty of teams that he'd be an immediate upgrade on the interior of their defensive line. So I think if it were something where they end up at odds and, they hate each other and he wants out and there's no negotiating it anymore, well, then, I think somebody is going to say, okay, well, we'll restructure these 3 contracts in order to make enough room for him because he's better than anybody we have on the team at D tackle. He's that good. Even if he didn't play that well last year, I have to believe he still has something left in the tank that he'd be good enough to start on probably 28 teams in the NFL right now.
Yeah. And
he's running short on time to make something happen, because they're going to want draft capital this year to make some kind of move. So if he's not moved by the draft or during the draft, he's not going anywhere this year.
Yeah.
And coach admits he's also the #1 double-teamed interior lineman in the NFL, and he also said put him on KC. Oh God, can you imagine him on Kansas City also? Dang.
Oh my gosh. I don't think it's gonna happen. So I don't think we have to worry about that one.
Yeah, coach laughing on that one. So all right. Let's go to the AFC here. Apparently now Travis Hunter is now going to be a full-time cornerback. He is not going to be a wide receiver. So I've kind of found that kind of shocking. I'm going to start off with Big C on this one.
How long is he going to be happy with that? Obviously, wide receivers is the higher paid position. It makes sense for Jacksonville's standpoint. I mean, your wide receiver room's extra deep there. Defensive back, not so much. So it makes sense for them, for a team as a team. But, I think he's not going to be satisfied. He's been a two-way player probably forever. I think he likes playing wide receiver more than he does defensive back. So how long is he going to be happy doing that? And then when it comes to contract time, wide receiver is one of the higher paid positions in the NFL. Is he going to be all right taking 20, 30, $40 million less in a contract to play corner?
I don't know. I found it kind of shocking. And he helped Trevor Lawrence so much. I mean, Trevor Lawrence, he was, in my opinion, still one of the most overrated quarterbacks in the NFL. I'm going to stick with that. But he did help Trevor Lawrence this past season. So, James, what do you think?
I think it was inevitable that he had to pick one of the two. Because if he ever wants to be an elite player in the NFL level, you can't really hone his craft on both of them and expect to be elite at both. So you got to pick a side. And with the depth they have at wide receiver, it just makes sense. The emergence of Parker Washington this last year, he really had a nice season for them. They made that trade for the Raiders wide receiver. He was great for them. They extended him. So what did you really need him on the offensive side for? You still have Brian Thomas, too, that they're rumoring of possibly being trading away from him. So, yeah, you had to put him somewhere. Why not corner? If you want to get the most out of him, it's got to be one side of the ball, though, man. Even those great players back when we were all young, like Deion Sanders played a little bit of wide receiver, right? But Deion didn't play more than 5 or 10 snaps a game at wide receiver, and nobody was ever worried about him toasting somebody with his route running. He was just a premier athlete that could get the ball. So you got to stick with one side and really, really hone it in, because his skill is that of he could be an all-pro guy at either position. So pick one and go. And I think Big C's right, man. The need is there at corner, and it's not really there on that team at wide receiver.
Yeah. Nikki?
It's from a team standpoint, this is the best move for depth because you have your wide receivers there. Defensive back, you don't have a lot of room, so you need someone to fill that void. Now, I feel like, though, too, this was more the Jaguars' influence than it was Travis Hunter's own decision. It was probably them convincing him, hey, you got to play corner. We need this for the team. And over time, eventually, Travis Hunter might decide he want to give it a go at receiver. He might eventually down the line want to trade. So it'll be interesting to see how long this holds up and if this is a short-term deal or a long-term. But if he's not happy, he wants more money, this will probably be a short-term deal to fill the void for the Jags before he decides to try it out at receiver somewhere else.
Yeah, but I'm actually glad you brought up the money because his contract, he signed a 4-year, $46.65 million fully guaranteed rookie contract with the Jaguars back in 2025. So he's still got some money in that rookie contract extension. So he's definitely got some money there. We'll see how that rest of that goes. So the only reason I brought that up,
he's tied in. he's tied in now, but what's the difference between top corner money and top receiver money?
Yeah,
Right
what
now
top
he's getting paid
corners were-
regardless. I mean,
Yeah, you're talking a good $10 million difference, right? Elite corners are closer to 30. Elite wide receivers are up over 40 now.
Yeah.
40, 45.
Flash forward a few
Yeah.
years later, he might decide he might want that receiver money, and that's the part we're gonna have to wait and see on.
Yeah. And like Coach said right here, I think he's a better cornerback than he is a wide receiver. So he will be able to capitalize more on the defensive side than the offensive side. That could also factor into contracts later on. So
It's tough to say because I feel like in college, he's the whole reason everybody thought Shador Sanders was good. Like,
yeah.
he bailed out Shador over and over and over on bad throws, and we were all convinced he was going to go in the first round. And so I think he's a very talented wide receiver also. But, yeah, you got to play him at corner, I think, right now.
You do. And he's still young. I mean, Travis Hunter, who knows? Maybe he could be moved to wide receiver at some point down the road and
Mhm.
not be a corner. You never know what the future holds for Travis Hunter. I mean, you can plug him and play at any position pretty much. So they're going to stick with him at corner and see how he is there. Is it going to be the CB1 or?
Probably.
Yeah, you think it's a CB1? I'm looking
Yeah.
at it right now. Yeah. You got Travis Hunter there at left, and yep, he's the number one guy. That's all I can say. Yeah, you need help.
yeah, the price difference is $12 million a year between a wide receiver and top corner money. Jackson Smith and Najigma getting the top contract at $168 million right now, and Trent McDuffie at $124 million for corners. 12 million times 4, though, we're talking $50 million. You know what I mean? $60
Yeah.
million, depending on how long the contract is. That's a big deal. Not to mention, offensive side of the ball, you score touchdowns, more lucrative endorsement deals. You know, it's just the sexier position.
All right. So here's another thing too. I think James, you and I talked about this last week. Walker, he got extended. He got paid. So you got to move Travis Hunter to the other side to try to keep the money, to try to keep everyone happy under that cap. So he did get paid, Walker. So that's another reason too, I feel like.
Hey, some teams I feel like don't really care about how much they pay one side of the ball versus the other. So that can factor into it, but you got to pay the talented guys and let the less talented dudes just leave in free agency. So,
yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. You know what? We're going to talk about this and then we'll go back to the other one. I want to get you guys' take on the Diane Rossini and Mike Vrabel situation. I feel like that's honestly the most hilarious thing that could happen, and my Eagles almost got screwed over it. So I'm going to start with Nikki. I'm going to start with you on this one. How do you feel about this Rossini and Mike Vrabel situation?
It's a bit comical, and unfortunately, it's a thing that happens with a lot of adults. It all depends on how famous you are, or whether or not there's cameras catching you. And nowadays, it's far more common as Big C raises the people's eyebrow. It's more common now, especially with cameras. Like we saw the one executive at the Coldplay concert got caught, and unfortunately, that cost him and the woman he was with their jobs respectively, and also got him divorced. So when you're a big celebrity and you're in the spotlight, you got to be careful what you do in public, especially if you're married or you're in a high position of power, because making the wrong decisions can cost you. Look what happened. I know this is off subject, but Michigan's coach. Now that's a whole different situation, but point is, poor
Hey, we're coming off a
decision-making.
championship. I don't want to hear anything about that coach.
Yeah,
right now.
just don't make the same mistake. But I mean, Mike Vrabel, well, we know he'll probably still have a job because the Patriots, they've dealt with controversy before, and Robert Kraft's no stranger to it himself and no stranger to letting it slide. So, yeah, but not every So he'll probably be a blimp under the radar as far as his coaching career goes. But
Yeah.
still, man, getting caught in public is embarrassing.
Yeah.
No matter no matter who you are.
Yep.
I mean,
What's Robert Kraft really gonna say? Like,
yeah, he ain't saying
Yeah.
nothing.
He's not saying, is he actually going to step up? That's my question. That's my
No.
question there.
The question I have for you guys, and this is a real question, I don't know. Are either one of these two married, or are they single?
Rossini is, yes.
Vrabel is.
Oh, well, yeah, there's the problem.
Vrabel's married too.
Okay.
Mike Vrabel's married too.
Yeah. All right, it's a problem then.
Rossini years ago, I forget when she said this, she was like, her husband is not on her roster. That's what I think came out and said a while back. So she will basically do anything. Literally anything.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, what's he doing? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, you cheating with a girl that is the same age as you, or around the same age as you, or you're probably your wife. Like, take after Bill Belichick. Go find you some little honey, little 18, 19. You know what I mean? Like, at least cheat up. Now, you know, she's a very attractive woman. You know what I mean? So good for him. You know what I mean? But who cares what this guy's doing? You know what I mean? Like, he's paid to coach football. I'll never understand that. You know, who cares what that guy does with his extra limb? You know what I mean? Like, let him do him.
And people are very nosy about people's personal business, and they try to garner attention off of it. And especially here, they try to get clicks by being nosy about other people's business. Man, worry
Even
more
the
about
Robert
your
Kraft
own
when
life.
he got. Even when Robert Kraft got caught up in the rub and tug shop, you know what I mean? Like, what's the guy supposed to do? He's a billionaire. You know, he's 90 years old. Like, let that man be. Let him go get his thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And not
Let
to
him enjoy
mention,
life.
too, these guys, you know, especially celebrities, they know they have more leadway. They're going to take advantage of it.
It is what it is. I just found that funny. I just found this whole thing kind of hysterical here. All right. So next up, Nikki involves our Eagles. The Green Bay Packers are trading wide receiver Davion Wicks to the Eagles in exchange for a 2026 and 2027 6th-round pick. So I'm going to start off with James on this one.
Man, I don't know anything about Wicks. I'm going to be honest with you. So
It's basically it's a slot guy. He's a slot guy. He played under Sean Mannion in Green Bay, so I think that's why they actually made a move and to actually try to keep AJ Brown here. I don't know if they're trying to. I don't know what they're doing over there, but you got Wicks, you got Hollywood Brown, you got Devontae Smith, you got AJ Brown. So the wide receiver room is getting
Elijah
quite
Moore.
deep. Elijah Moore too. I'm forgetting about Elijah Moore, and it's just like they're just trying to stack up the wide receiver room. So.
Almost sounds like they're gearing up to trade away somebody out of that.
Exactly. At first, I was just like, all right, it's all talk. But now that they're bringing in so many receivers, it's like, you got to wonder why else beside getting ready to make a trade would you be bringing in so many people for the wide receiver room when realistically you're only going to use 3, maybe a 4th receiver for 1 or 2 plays per game. Why are you loading up so many receivers? That's, to me, suggests that maybe they are gearing up for a trade. I mean, okay, I get maybe an Elijah Moore, bringing him in to add some depth or to replace what's his face, the guy from Washington that left. That was originally from Jahan Dotson. I get trying to bring in maybe one guy to replace Dotson, but then when you're bringing in this many receivers, I'm like, I'm starting to think they might be gearing up for a trade, either draft day or some point in June, because I don't see why else you'd be bringing in this many receivers when you already got Smitty. You have AJ at the moment. You still got Goddard, who was re-signed. I get maybe the extra receiver, but 3 extra receivers, that tells me something might be going on. I just hope if they do it, please just get a position in need or get some draft capital in return if that's where this is going, because it seems more like it now to me than it has before.
Mhm.
It sounds kind of
Uh,
like AJ Brown needs to get a hold of a good real estate agent because he's going to be moving real soon.
Yeah. Dealing with any injuries? I don't think they're dealing with any injuries, right? They're good, right, Nikki? AJ Brown, Smitty,
Yeah,
there's no injuries
not
there.
that I know of.
Yep. All right. Big C, how do you feel about this whole thing?
I don't. I just think this is a reason for you guys to talk about the Eagles.
I mean, it just happened. It just happened. So it just happened like a day ago. Or Friday. Wait, it's today. So what happened Friday? So, yeah, that's pretty much it for that
Yeah.
one. But,
Yeah, the Dolphins got a new cafeteria worker too.
oh, yeah. There you go. There you go. Wasn't there a Dolphins guy that just left for the Niners, too? Didn't that just happen?
Yes, Jack Jones. He was our starting corner last year. Very sad to see him leave. He showed some promise with us last year. We're dead in the water at corner, at safety, pass rusher, offensive guard, wide receiver. We should be mocking drafting right now. That's what we should be doing.
Yeah. I mean,
Can't beat the mock draft.
what? I'm
So you
sorry,
can't
what
beat
was
mock
that?
draft.
Oh, okay. I couldn't hear
So you
you.
can't beat a mock draft.
Yep. All right, we got some trivia, but actually, we got some time here. So, Big C, if you actually have that website, we could do a mock draft again if you want to bring it up. We got some time here.
You guys want to? I paid for PFF. I paid for PFF and stick to the model. So whatever one you guys want to do,
It's up
stick
to
to
you,
the
man.
model. Let you trade for players and gives you.
It's up to you, man. Yeah,
we'll
we
go
do
PFF
trivia
today. I've
after
been
a mock
using-
draft. Yeah, crazy that AJ Brown might get traded on, twice on draft night. Yeah. And then what is that, Mike Green? This fan base has to come to reality. AJ will be gone. The trade Brown for a field goal kicker. You know what still bothers me? That we gave our punter 4 years. And I'm like, why would you give? I know it doesn't hurt the cap, but it's just like 4 years for a punter.
I mean, if you got a good one,
I mean, I'm just like, why?
yeah, but how much was the contract though?
Here, well, it was like nothing. It was like minimum.
That's kind of
Okay.
it, because if the cap goes up every year, you're going to end up paying that dude a lot more 4 years from now if you go year by year. So
Yeah,
if you can ink him up now, that deal looks really good in 2 years.
right. Here, I'm gonna look it up real quick. I'm actually curious now. Where are you? Brandon Mann. Here we go. Braden Mann. All right. Braden Mann contract. Signed a 4-year, $14 million contract extension with the Eagles.
Yeah, so a little over $3 million a year,
Yeah.
1% of your cap. That's fine.
Are we doing creative show? You guys need to deal now. Oh, here I got you. All right. How many rounds do you guys want to do? It's up to you guys. How many rounds do you guys want to
You
do?
want
I mean,
just do
how many you want to do?
You want to do a 3-round?
Shit.
Yeah, let's do a 3-round. I'll have Nikki do the Eagles again, and then yeah, I'll be up here.
All right, hold on.
You could pick
Yeah.
for the Cowboys, Mitch, and just give them crappy players every round.
You know, my friend told me that last night. We were out to dinner, and he was like, "Mitch, you know what I've been doing?" I'm like, "What?" He's been doing mock drafts, just picking shitty players for the Cowboys every single day. I'm like, do you have a life, dude? Are you okay?
And post it on like Cowboys fan pages, just the rage.
No, he just does it for his own amusement. I'm like, at least post it on social media, man.
All right.
Should trade AJ Brown during the mock draft to the Titans.
We'd have to do the other one if we want to trade players, I think.
Let's just stick with this one.
Or no,
We'll
you
do,
can start players. All right, you ready? Start draft. Anybody trying to
Yep.
trade up?
Nah.
Nah, I think Nikki, I'm not saying anything. This you're you're doing it for the
All
Eagles,
right.
man.
All right, so I'm on the board first. We got Caleb Downs, Spencer Fano, Freeling, Sadiq, Lemon, Ione, McCoy. So
Dang.
the only person that I really want here is Mansour Delane, cornerback out of LSU at pick 11. I really think the Miami Dolphins, with as many holes as we have, need to trade down. Obviously, we need a wide receiver. A lot of people say Mekhi Lennon. I'm not a big fan of him. I'm not a big fan of any of these receivers in the first round, to be honest. So I would look to trade down here. Right here, the Rams are offering us something. So I'm going to give them pick 11. They're going to give me pick 13, 61. And I'm going to throw on pick 238 to try to make this work. They accepted. So I moved down to I moved down to 13 and picked up an extra late second. They took Sadiq. The Cowboys took Downs. I'm back on the clock. Oh man, I'm pushing it if I try to trade again.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna stay here and I'm gonna take Jermod McCoy. Jermod McCoy has the possibility to be the best corner in this draft. He was injured all last year, but he had a fantastic pro day. He looks fit to be back healthy. He would have been the number one corner in this draft if not for that injury. I just think the Dolphins need to grab him. Steelers are on the clock. Yeah, Mesidor, Warren, Falk, Terrell. Anywhere you want to look?
I don't really need to go any further than this. I think I'll just take Emmanuel McNeil Warren. I mocked him to the Steelers recently. I think there's 3 elite safeties in this draft class, so if you can get one of those 3, you got to jump on them.
All right. Philadelphia is on the clock right after pick 23.
All right. Let's see. I'm going to go on this one. I'm going to go offensive line on this one.
Tackle, guard.
It's the guy from Penn State. Oh,
He's already gone.
Yeah.
Gonna be honest with you, I was gonna take him, but he went 1 pick before me.
let's see. Oh, I do need a safety. I'll take a look at
Safety.
Yep.
You should probably be able to get AJ Halsey. He's probably there.
There we go. Right on cue.
AJ Hossey.
Yep.
See,
I'd go either him or I'm going AJ Halsey on this one, but I'm just saying in general, Eagles, I'd either go him or Kamari Ramsey if that were an available option, but
all right.
This one we'll just pick.
Safety.
We'll just go Halsey since he's the top guy on the board.
All right, the Dolphins at 30. They got Kendrick Falk. Terrell's still there at corner. We do need 2 corners, but Denzel Boston, Caleb Banks, Peter Woods.
Seth Jones, a pretty solid receiver too.
He drops the ball too much for me.
That's fair.
Like I said, I'm not in love with any of these receivers. I like Boston, but
I was talking about this suggestion in the comments. Sorry, but
Seattle wants to offer us. I'm going to take them up on this. See if we can get 64. And the Dolphins have a lot of picks, so that keeps me in the first round still.
Looks like Falk and Banks are the only 2 that went, so you're still in good shape.
Yeah.
Do you like Denzel Boston or no?
Yeah, I mean he's a good receiver. He's got good size on him.
Yeah.
6'4", 208. It's a different type of receiver that Miami's been looking for. I'm probably gonna go Denzel Boston here.
He's a good receiver, man.
Dolphins back on the clock at pick 43. I know this isn't going to be popular, but Chris Johnson, another corner. He had an overall grade of 91.8. He's a decent sized corner, 6 foot, 195. Very good press corner. That's what Jeff Hafferly likes. I'm going to take Chris Johnson, lock up our cornerback position. Steelers are on the clock.
All right. Let me see what's going on at middle linebacker. Let me see who's left there. I think they just have it listed as linebacker at the bottom there.
I'll do that.
So, Nikki, who'd you pick? I was stepping away for a bit.
How about offensive guard or offensive tackle?
The safety from LSU again. What's his?
Hossey.
Pontus would be nice. I'll tell you what, man, I'm huge on Jennings Dunker and moving him to guard, so that's what I'll go in this situation. I think he's just a complete butt kicker who pancakes everybody, so Mitch would love him.
Philadelphia, you are on the clock.
I'm going to look at linebacker here because
you can get your next Trotter.
it's possible.
Don't you have a Trotter on the team right now?
Yeah, it's JT Jr.
Yeah, this is his little brother.
Yeah, that would be funny.
I didn't even know he had a brother.
Yep.
Oh my God! Knowing how he works, man, he's gonna do whatever it takes to get him.
Yeah,
they're very similar dudes. Run stoppers.
What round is he projected to go in?
He's
Like,
projected 66. So
yeah, so late 2, early 3.
Yeah, who? I want to take a look at the edge room too before I make a pick.
Ooh, Malachi Lawrence is pretty dang good.
Who?
The top one there, Malachi Lawrence. He's got some really nice tape.
I'll go for it because we need that, especially that edge and linebacker room. We need help because we lost both Dean and Phillips in free agency. So,
let's see. I need some offensive line help myself.
Ooh, I like Rutledge, man. I took him in a mock last week.
I like Rutledge too, and I'm going to go ahead and grab him.
Yeah.
We're back on the clock.
How many picks do the Dolphins have?
We got 7 in the first 100, 11 overall.
And he's traded back a couple times already, so I think he's got a couple more now.
Oh my God.
He might be there, but I'm going to probably have to
Oh,
jump
there's a
on
missing
him.
guy right there.
Romello Height is a animal, 92 overall grade. I like him a lot.
Is that the dude that's like 220 pounds playing edge?
240, 6'3",
Yeah.
240. Eagles, you're back on the clock.
see, we do. Let's do it. We'll take a look at offense. Take a look at all O tackles. So, offensive tackles, O tackles. That was a weird.
Yeah, I think you get more value at the guard position in this draft. Interior.
Yeah, there's a lot of really good second and third round guards that could be plug and play starters, I think.
Even the top tackles are better at guard than they are at tackle, honestly.
Yeah.
I'll go Markel Bell from the Hurricanes.
There you go. 6'9", 330.
The moving mountain.
Yeah. Imagine him next to. Imagine him and Mailata on the same line.
Oh.
And you got Lane, Dickerson, and oh my God.
This might be unpopular, but we lost Tyreek Hill. We lost Jalen Waddle. Deion Burks, just absolutely explosive. I'm going to go ahead and grab him up.
Go for it. You need receiver to help take it.
Yeah, I want to
Pittsburgh.
look at wide receiver also. Surratt, Hurst, Malachi Fields. I like Hurst a lot. I'll go that route. I think he's versatile enough to play in the slot for us.
He is. Pittsburgh back on.
All right. Can I see the linebacker room? Let's give that another look. I didn't take anybody out of there yet. Elliott, Lawson, Bryce. I'll pass on those dudes. How about a tight end? Maybe Sam Roush might be there.
Yeah.
He is.
Yep. Yeah, I'm a fan of Sam Roush. I'll take him. Very well-rounded dude.
Back on the clock, Miami Dolphins. Look at Edge again. Wanna wait. Oh. I do like Wheatley the best out of the three of these guys. You guys got any opinion on these three safeties?
I like Wheatley better than Smith, and I think Ramsey a little more of a strong safety than free. Wheatley, real nice free safety option.
Yeah, I like him too.
Smith doesn't like to tackle, so I'm kind of out on him.
Damn.
I'm going to take Anthony Lucas, another edge rusher. Philly on the clock.
All right. Let's see. So we got a guard, got a safety, got an edge. Also, let's see. Take a look at running backs because I know we're gonna need somebody at some point. We got Joanna Coleman, Seth McGowan, Mitt Johnson. I'll look at the wide receiver room next because. Oh, wait, never mind. No, hold on. Scratch that. I'll go Joanna Coleman, Jonah, whatever his name is.
From where?
The
What
running
position?
back.
Oh.
Washington. So.
Pittsburgh.
Let me see the corner room, please. Malik Muhammad, he just came in for a visit for Pittsburgh, so that's a real nice visit. Real nice option there. We'll take him.
What'd I get? I got a B plus. Let's see more. Pittsburgh got a. How do I check? Or is it just one grade?
Yeah,
Because
B
It
plus
looks
for
like
all of
it's
us
one
combined.
grade, yeah.
That's
Oh,
shitty.
wait. B plus for you.
What about on the left over there?
Yeah, I
There's
think
all
that's
grayed
it
out
on the
ones.
left.
If you click on the other grayed out options over there, does that switch?
Sorry.
Like it's got your grouping on the top that's highlighted white, and then below it one, then below another to the left of the main. There you go.
There we go.
Eagles got a C.
C plus. Yeah, it
Damn, boys.
Doesn't like my Ted Hurst pick. I don't care if they like it though.
Yeah, they gave me a terrible grade for Rutledge, Height, Wheatley. And Lucas, Jesus. Yeah. Yeah.
Yo, what is up, R6 fan? What is up, man? All right, guys, let's get into trivia. Then we'll wrap the show up. Where is it here? Here we go. All right. What college produced both Eli Manning and Patrick Willis as first-round picks?
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss, yeah.
Yep. Mississippi. All right. Which player was drafted number 24 overall in 2005 and later became the greatest quarterback ever despite sliding in the draft? Yep. And then the last one. Which quarterback was famously drafted in the 6th round in 2012 and became a Super Bowl winning starter?
No.
2012, 6th round.
What's that? What year?
Nick
2012?
2012.
Nick Foles.
Nope, 6th round. He was the 6th round pick in 2012.
And what was the clue? It said 6th round, but what else did it say?
And became a Super Bowl winning starter. I'll give you a hint. This guy has not been on the Sunday morning show. Like his team. So I'm going to give you that. His team won the Super Bowl, and he hasn't been on the show. The fan.
Oh, Sam Darnold? No, Geno Smith?
No.
He used to be a quarterback for Steelers.
Oh, wait, no.
Are we talking? No.
Russell Wilson.
No.
Russell Wilson.
Russ was a 3rd rounder.
Wait.
Yeah.
No, when I
He's a
Googled it, it
Seahawks
was
fan.
sick.
Ball's been on this show.
He hasn't been here for the last month. He hasn't been here for the last month.
Yeah, Russ was a 3rd rounder out of Wisconsin.
When was Easter? Because he was Easter last week or 2 weeks ago?
Last week. Yeah.
Easter was last week, so he wasn't here. He wasn't here the week before. Yeah, I think he wasn't here for the last 3 weeks. So almost a month. So now there you go. Yeah, Vic got Russ. The Raiders suck. Yeah. Oh, we got a Giants fan in here. There you go. Yeah, but guys, that's going to conclude the NFL Sunday morning show here. When is the draft? Next weekend? Right?
The following.
It's the following, so it's not next weekend. It's the week after.
Yeah. It starts on Thursday night. So
Gotcha. Because that Sunday we'll review all of our picks that Sunday morning and going into the last round. So, all right, guys, so there you have it. I'm like, bleh. All right, James, what do you got coming up next?
New main shows every Saturday, and then we're releasing mini shows every Tuesday, Thursday now. So look for those on YouTube and on audio.
Wait, really? Oh, wow. Okay,
Yep.
so more content, the better.
Yeah. We figured why not record a couple extra ones and then release them later on in the week. So
Nice. I like that. All right, Big C, what you got?
Fully monetized now, which is a great thing.
boy.
Just continuing to do mock drafts and stuff. You know, this is a horrible time of the year. Horrible. It just seems like I'm shooting myself in the. It's like Groundhog's Day with the mock drafts. You know, in every mock draft, I swear you get criticized a million times over. That's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Well, I try different things because I do so many. You know what I mean? What's this, your 50th mock draft? No, it's like my 300th. You know what I mean? Like, so sometimes I try to go wide receiver heavy. Sometimes I try to go corner heavy. You know, and they want to lock you in and swear to God that every mock draft you do is what I would do if I was running the team, and that's not the case. Just having fun, you know. But they want to hold you like you committed a crime. But just continue to make, you know, content, hoping for the season to speed up and get here. And yeah.
All right, Nikki, what about you?
Oh, we got a big $1,000 giveaway coming up too.
Oh, there you go.
All right.
Nice.
Yep. And Tuesday we got episode 55 of the 3-Point Blitz, but it's going to be at a later time slot than noon. It's going to be around 4 because I'm going to be occupied at noon. So that gives me time to set up afterward. But we will be doing the 3-point blitz on Tuesday, just at 4. And I'm probably thinking about waiting next week for everything on the table because Agent's not going to be available unless I get the heads up that he's cleared for this week show.
Right.
So, and
Yeah.
probably do some mock drafts as well as we get closer to the draft and talk a little bit about the NBA playoffs, maybe even a stream depending on which time the playing games are.
Right. And yeah, guys, for me, I got Sixers game tonight, the last one. Hallelujah. Sixers Bucks. And then, guys, yeah, WrestleMania is next week or this coming up weekend. We're going to be streaming here on the network, so we're going to have a big watch party. So if you want to, do you watch WWE? Big C, looks like I can't pronounce his name. Dadian, is that what it is? He asked if you watch WWE.
It's Dean.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I actually got a WWE podcast coming very, very soon. So keep a lookout for that. Maybe this week. Maybe this week I'll finally launch it out there and get it going.
All right, guys. We'll catch you all next week, man. Like, share, subscribe. Yeah, man. Football draft. Hurry up. That's all I got to say. Hurry up. Peace, guys. Have a good one.
Later.